do is I have to figure out where to put walls in between these things. The walls that we're going to use are going to be 1 1/4 inch high. Okay? So 1 1/4 inch high. So one alternative is to simply just use a square wall, right? So if I just use a regular old square wall, I would take this piece that's 1 1/4 and I would set it here, right? And I would just mark it so that it lines up to that corner there, okay? Now, the other thing that I have to do is to make sure that the other end lines up with this corner here. So it's basically going like that. Okay? Do you guys understand that? Is it recording? Okay. So if I cut that piece out, it's going to sit between these two. I'm going to move this off to the side right now. So that's going to sit sort of there. So what I can do is I can take this and I can start to join it together by unfolding it. This is going to go like that. And I can put those pieces in there. Now, one of the things that you guys got to be considering is that with these types of forms, we're trying to avoid square edges, right? So do these edges have to be square? They don't have to be. As a matter of fact, it's going to look more interesting when I hold that over if it's not square, okay? And I can also make adjustments of moving this thing back and forth by how I angle these edges. So instead of using something like that, maybe I can use something like this. Okay, to where it offsets that over towards this side. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to kind of open it up and unfold it, and that would go together like that. Okay, now remember, when you fold, you're going to put the tape on the other side. So let me get some drafting dots out. So we'll flip them all over. So flip, flip, and flip. So when I flip this back over, you can start to see the relationship that's created there. Okay, that is that one. That is the one that's underneath it. Right. So now the next thing I got to do is put this one in relationship to that. So I've already kind of pre-cut out a piece here that I'm going to put between it. So I'm going to kind of go something like this. Right. So I'm going to unfold all of that. Put this one on the other end here. So that's going to fold up and over. Okay, so I'm going to refold this and then kind of figure out where I'm going to put this one. So this wall, right? So I need to put the tape on the back side where my hand is. So it just so happens I can unroll the tape there. How many minutes?
4 minutes.
Okay. All right, so there's that so far. Now this one, this last piece is sitting like this, which is over top of this. This connects here. Now notice that I have the ability to shift how much these things go over top of each other by how I flex the hinges. If I flex this hinge all the way forward this way, right, this overlaps less onto that than if I pull it back. Okay, so next I'm going to do this one. So open that up. done with that, I now have this design that I've got underneath here translated into a three-dimensional form. Okay? Do you see the relationship between the two? Yeah? And this can continue on. You know, so the next step, and then the next step, and the next step. The logical step after this is to open this up, okay, and to cut it from one continuous piece. And so if I use this as my pattern, I can trace over top of it. And I can figure out, I think that's backwards, goes this way. Yep. So this set here of bolts is going to be creased on this side. So this one creases here. Right? No, got it backwards. It's a little bit of a brain teaser. So I want this to go this way. This goes on, that goes on the back side. Which means that this one goes on the opposite side on the front side. So this one will, no, actually this one goes on this side. This one goes on the back side. I was right here. This is back. This is front. Okay. All right, so if I cut that out, I'm going to go ahead and cut it freehand. I don't want you guys to do that, but I'm doing that just so that the video stays somewhat shorter. How many minutes?
8.
8? All right, let's see if I can get this cut out before we get to 10. This one cuts on the back side. That creases over like that. This one cuts on this side. And that should give me that form as one singular element. Okay? Do you guys understand how that works? All right. So what I want you guys to do is just do something that has 3 levels overlapping by using this technique. And then we're going to switch off to having you guys just start to work on your final project. Okay? Any questions about this? No? All right. Go ahead and stop the video.